Hey guys, this is Mike Chen. You know, there are many reasons I love traditional Chinese food, and one of them is because I was made in China. I don't have one of those stickers though. Another reason is when you go across China, regardless of you're going north, south, east, or west, every single province you go to, almost every single city or village you go to, the cuisine changes almost dramatically because there are over 50 ethnic groups in China, and each ethnic group has their own cuisine, their own styles, their own culture, and so does every province and almost every single city. So wherever you go in China, and that's a big country, there's going to be something really amazingly delicious for you to try. Today we're making a very distinctive, very classic Sichuan dish, Chong Qing spicy nummy chicken. It's basically Chinese fried chicken, but because it's from Sichuan, it's gonna have a lot of spices in there, a lot of heat, a lot of numminess, which are the two major characteristics of Sichuan cuisine. And of course, the name is Chong Qing辣子鸡, or Chong Qing spicy chicken. It's from the city of Chongqing, which is basically synonymous for spicy and nummy food. So let me show you what we're working with today. 1 cup of peppercorn, 1 star anise. Now, remember I told you guys star anise is a very powerful spice, so 1 is enough. I got a cup of peanuts. This is optional. If you have nut allergies where you don't like peanuts, that's fine. You don't need to include this, but I do like a little crunch in this dish. I got about 2.5 to 3 cups of dried chilies. This is a very important part of this dish. We have about half a head of garlic, about 8 slices of ginger. I have here something else that's optional. This is cornstarch, and you don't need to use this, but I feel like it does make the chicken crunchier, so I am gonna have that here for me. You don't have to. You can fry the chicken without any of this and still make it crispy and nice, but I like a little bit. I think it tastes really good. I got a teaspoon of sugar. I have some 5 spice here. Have some salt, Chinese cooking wine. This is probably one thing you see me use a lot. And like I said, it adds so much depth and flavor. So anytime you're cooking anything stir-fried at home, this is a good thing to have. Of course, some cooking oil. We have some soy sauce, 1 scallion, and 1.5 pounds of chicken. The dish is gonna be fried, and it's gonna be fried twice. But what we're gonna do right now is marinate the chicken so it has a little flavor, because if we don't marinate the chicken right now, when it's fried, nothing's gonna stick to it. Salt, spices, nothing's really gonna stick to it. So we gotta get all the flavor in now. And this is how you do it. First of all, we're gonna cut the chicken as evenly as possible. We're gonna dice it up. Now, if the pieces are too dramatically different, you can get some pieces that are crispy, some pieces are gonna be not, and we don't want that. So about that size is kind of what you're looking for here. Oh, also really important, the chicken you're using, make sure you use dark meat, because we are gonna fry. We want it to be nice and juicy, and white meat's gonna come out dry sometimes. So use dark meat, and if you want, the original recipe actually calls for the bone to be in there. I took it out because I don't like cracking my teeth on chicken bones when I eat this dish, but I do think the bones make the meat a little juicier, a little more flavorful. So if you do want to do that, you want to just get a whole chicken leg and cut it up, or you want to do completely boneless, that's totally up to you. Okay, once we have the chicken diced up, we're going to add 3 tablespoons of Shaoxing cooking wine, about a teaspoon of 5 spice, a teaspoon of salt, 2 teaspoons of soy sauce, throw in a few slices of ginger, cut your scallions into sections, and just throw that in there. Give that a nice mix. And just let that sit for over 20 minutes. Alright, the chicken's marinated. I got a plate, some paper towels on there to catch all my chicken. And you also need an extra pot to catch all the oil that you won't need once you start stir frying the chicken. So add enough oil there so all your chicken can be submerged. Heat on high, and we're gonna start frying the chicken when the heat is about at a 6. So grab a bamboo skewer or a wooden chopstick or something, and when you put this in the oil, after about half a second, it starts bubbling, but not at like crazy bubbles. That's about a 6. That's about 60% heated up, and that's when we're gonna put the chicken in. We don't want the oil to be too hot when you fry the chicken, otherwise it's gonna fry the outside and the inside is gonna be raw. So we wanna cook it in sort of a low heat fry. And before we do that, and as the oil is heating up, I'm gonna put the cornstarch into the chicken, and we're gonna cover the chicken in this. Okay, you see here? As soon as the bamboo goes in, bubbles, not crazy bubbles, that's what we do. All right, chicken goes in. And we're gonna fry this for about 2 to 3 minutes. And this is really just to cook the chicken. It's pretty much done right now. Lay the chicken out. And we're not gonna turn the heat off the oil because the chicken is going back in after the heat reaches about an 8 or a 9. Meaning I want this heat to be really, really, really hot before the chicken goes in again. Because we're gonna crisp it up. All right, once you start seeing smoke come out of the oil, you're about at an 8. And see how crazy the bubbles are? All right. We are ready to put this back in. And just be careful, oil's extremely, extremely hot at this point. And cook it for about 30 seconds. That's really all you need. All right, now I'm gonna take my oil and just pour it into extra pot. I'm gonna have a little bit left over. Heat on high. Throw in my ginger, all the peppercorn, star anise. Cook that for about half a minute. Heat on medium. Garlic goes in, and your chili pepper goes in. And we're gonna cook this again, medium to medium-low heat. And we're gonna slowly cook the aroma and flavor out of these ingredients and into the pan. And this is already starting to smell really good. Peanuts, and these are dry roasted peanuts with just a little bit of salt. And I want to get them nice and spicy and nummy as well, because the chicken is really only going to go in for just a minute or so. So cook this for another minute after the peanuts go in. Keep stirring it so nothing gets burnt. And we are going to add our chicken. Stir that around. Add in your 1 teaspoon of sugar, a tiny splash of cooking wine. And shut the heat off. This is it. This dish is ready. Good to go. Look at that. Whew. And here it is, authentic Chong Qing spicy chicken made right in your living room, and nice crunch on the outside, tender meat, extremely flavorful. I taste the numminess, the spicy flavor. Chicken, great contrast of texture, crispy, soft, juicy. So much wonderful aroma going on in this dish. And I feel like mine right now is at the perfect spice level. Not too spicy, just perfect. Nice degree of numminess as well. I think this came out to be a pretty balanced dish, and I absolutely do recommend the peanuts. And the thing is, this dish is so customizable. If you want less batter on the outside of the chicken, okay, add in less cornstarch. If you want it less spicy, add in less chilies. If you want it less nummy, add less peppercorn. If you don't want the peanuts, you don't have to add the peanuts. You're gonna make it saltier, sweeter, crispier, whatever you want to do. But definitely give this amazing dish a try. Oh gosh, I just realized I haven't stopped stuffing my face the entire time I'm trying to talk to you. So I think that's a sign that I'm hungry and I need to demolish this. Thank you so much for watching. Till we cook again, I'll see you later.